Alright, so I am on my way to get my first round of COVID vaccination, and super excited. I had to wait 4 hours and 15 minutes on hold just to get through to schedule it, but I'm really excited. I hope it, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a shot. But you know, it's just such a hyped up thing, for what it means to society and public health and my own health, and I guess the health of my clients. I think that it, it's huge. So I don't know. I'm excited. So one of the nurses came out and made this announcement that they put together this vaccination clinic in basically 2 days, and the call center that they set up received 130,000 phone calls during the last couple days to get scheduled for a vaccination. So big kudos to Kaiser Permanente for getting all this great medicine out and helping save thousands of lives. Oh, here's another thing. If you haven't gotten your shot scheduled, and you can, go get it. Go get scheduled. Do it today. Don't wait. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since my shot, and wrapped up in the cord here. So it's been a day since my shot, basically, and I was surprised that my shoulder was a lot more sore, and I was a lot more tired and fatigued feeling than times I've gotten my flu shot. So there is a very distinct difference, in my opinion, between this vaccine and, say, the flu vaccine. Apples and oranges, right? You can't really compare the two because they're different, but they are still vaccines. To note, I got the Moderna vaccine as opposed to the Pfizer one, so I don't know. My wife got the Pfizer, I got the Moderna. So far, it seems pretty consistent as far as how we felt after the first injection. Some things I thought about when I got this shot was some years ago in the clinic, I had treated a lady who got a flu shot. And I think a combination of things, after the flu shot, she was sore, she didn't use her arm for a couple days. A couple days turned into a couple weeks because she just had a lot of soreness. But what happened was she developed a frozen shoulder, which is a progressive kind of stiffening of the shoulder joint. And that restricts her range of motion. So one thing I thought about making to help people just avoid that really inconvenient scenario is to talk about what kind of gentle stretches and range of motion exercises you can do to help keep your shoulder mobile and flexible while you recover from this shot. And do you really need to do exercises and stretches after a vaccine? Probably not. Most people feel fine after a couple days and don't have any sort of flexibility issues whatsoever. But hey, they couldn't hurt. And if you had a stiff shoulder beforehand, you might even be more likely to benefit from stretching during the period of your recovery from the shot. Because if you're stiffer to begin with, you are more likely to be stiffer after you're not moving your arm for a couple days. So without further ado, here are some stretches you can do. So we'll start off with this one. This one's called shoulder flexion. You can do it on your back here like this. So if you're laying on a surface like the floor or your bed, what you do is just with your thumb up, reach up and back. Now, you might notice that my shoulder and my arm don't really go all the way to the bed, and that's because I tend to have a little bit of limitation and tightness with that. But you just reach back. If that's hard to do, if it's super sore, what you can hold on with the other hand and reach back like this and kind of give it a little bit of help from the other arm. And reach back and just let gravity pull you back. Next up, let's work on rotation. This is called internal rotation. What you'll do is lay on the side that you're trying to stretch, arm out straight, and then bend your elbow 90 degrees so that your hand points to the ceiling. And what you'll do is take the other hand and kind of bring your palm down towards the bed while relaxing the arm. And you get a little stretch there. And you'll feel the stretch kind of right above the shoulder joint. And just keep it gentle. And your goal, again, is to stretch downwards, relaxing the arm, and bring your palm down to the bed, like so. And now for external rotation, the opposite direction. We'll lay on your back, bring your elbow out to the side, and then bend 90 degrees. And you're going to bring the back of your hand down, like that. All right, let's talk about a variation here. So if that doesn't feel like much of a stretch, what you can do is bring your hand up behind your head, like that, elbow up, start to bring your elbow back, kind of like you're looking up at the starry night. Another variation you could do would be hand behind the back. So what you do is with your left hand, because it's my left shoulder that got the shot, you can put your hand, the back of your hand, behind your small of your back and kind of slide it up. You can walk it up. I'm a little stiff in this direction, as you can tell. But your goal is to see how far your fingers can go up your back. But from the side view, try not to let your elbow kick back. Okay? Try to pull your elbow flat in line with your body so that you get a stretch in your shoulder joint where we're trying to get it. Something else you can do is go up to a door frame and put your palm on the door frame and slide it on up and step into it a little bit and try to get your armpit to go close to the door frame so you're stretching straight up. Okay, last but not least, you can try doing the old classic arm across the chest one. That's a really good one because the shot is intramuscular and they go through the deltoid, which is that big broad muscle that comes over the side of your shoulder. So what you're going to do is bring your arm across your chest, let it be cradled in the elbow of the other side, and give it a little hug. So you're bending this elbow over here and trying to squeeze it against your chest. Oh, that's sore. It feels pretty good. So that's a series of stretches you can do anywhere in your house to work on every single direction that your shoulder can move. The goal of this video is just to show you some exercises that can help reduce some of the stiffness that some people can experience after you get something like a shot and you don't use your arm for a couple days. So I want to know, did you get a shot? Did you get any side effects? How's your shoulder feeling? How are you feeling overall? Did you get the Pfizer or the Moderna? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I think the goal will be to make another video about generally how I feel after the second vaccination round goes, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.